So I'm going to be swatching the December sub bag from Sparkling Co. I just bought it off of a buy sell trade page because I just signed up for the sub bags. So we're going to start off with SB85 Icicle Eyes. It is much a glitter. It almost looks like a chunky glitter, but I'm not sure. And I'm going to be using Revel's Step 3 Finish Gel as my base. Just because I like using step 3 on my swatches, because then I don't feel like I'm wasting my step 1, because I don't use step 3 anymore because I do a gel top coat. So we're just gonna paint it on as usual. And for my swatches, I always do just 2 coats just so that I can see what it's gonna look like, whereas with my actual nails I do a base of clear, and I typically do about 3 color coats on top of that, depending on if I want it darker or lighter. Okay, and then I'm just going to set that off to the side. And go on to SB87 in the Moonlight. And it is a very, very pretty blue. And again, just going in with the step 3 and just painting it onto my swatch. And I do think I'm going to be showing how I do the gel method. I just haven't decided when and how that will work out. I will be doing it on my hands instead of a swatch stick. Okay, SB87 Once Upon a Dream. And these are all from December sub bag. So there was a lot of minis on the buy sell trade page, but I had trouble finding a whole fluid ounce. Even these aren't a whole fluid ounce. These are a little bit less. I think they're missing like 1 teaspoon. So, and again, just shaking it off. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm just gonna kind of open this up just to kind of get a little bit different lighting. There we go. No, I don't like that either. Okay. And moving on to Fairest of Them All, SB88. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Just painting on the step 3, and some people will do their swatches where they do it about halfway down, and you can do that too. It just will only cover halfway. I just like to do my whole nail, just personal preference, that's all that is. And I'm just dipping it in there and then smacking it off. Okay, that's so pretty. Okay, and the last one we're going to be swatching today is I Want It All 9 Wonderlust and Fairy Dust. And you do have to subscribe to the I Want It All sub bag to get this, unless you get it off of the buy sell trade page. And a lot of times it's pretty hard to find an entire full 1 ounce of the I Want It Alls. Okay, and so now I'm just going to go back and take my brush. Again, it's just a e.l.f. Total Face brush, and I have 2, one for my glitters and one for my solids. It doesn't have any glitter or any kind of shimmer in it. and I'm just gonna brush it off. And then put my step 3 back on and dip it again. And I actually need a little bit more step 3. I'm really trying to focus on that bottom, just so that I can make sure that I get it in there. And I'm just going to set that down right there and take this little plastic piece that I had already had, and I'm just going to cover my finger with it. And then I'm going to take, and over this, I'm just going to kind of smush it down, and kind of rub it off the edges, and then just smush all of this down. And it works better if you do an actual, if you're doing it on your actual nail, and you use an actual step 1, so if you use an actual base, okay? And that way that'll help your glitters kind of lay flat. If I was using an actual base, I wouldn't have gotten as much on my plastic either. So there's that. Okay, and so that one is done, so I'll put the lid back on that one, and then I'm going to go ahead and activate that one. Normally you would want to wait a little bit and brush it off, but because this is my swatch stick activator, because I have 2 separate ones, I'm just going ahead and swatching it, or doing it, because mine is already contaminated. So, okay, and then I'm going again with the In the Moonlight, and I'm just going to brush it off. Okay, and going back in with the step 3, maybe. Okay, and I'm just going to coat the entire thing. Okay, and then I'm going to dip it. Okay. And it does have a slight shimmer to it. You can kind of see it. Okay. I'm just going to set that over there. And that one I will wait to brush off, just because it's a little bit different of a consistency than the full glitter. And then I'm just going to shake off the other one, and this is Once Upon a Dream SB87, and these are all from Sparkle. I will be doing a video with Sparkle and Co liquids soon, just to see how I like them, and then that kind of thing. And then I will do like an updated video of how they worked for me, how long they lasted, and like things like that. I see a lot of questions about reviews all the time on or what liquids to use, and I know that a lot of people have already done videos on it, but I want to do it for my own personal preference, and I figured if I'm going ahead and doing it for my personal preference, I might as well just go ahead and upload a video. Okay. And then going to just shake off the next one, which is Fairest of Them All SB88. And again with the step 3, and I am using Revel's liquids today, so Revel Activator, Revel step 3, and then Revel's tack-free gel top coat. And for some reason I seem to be not being able to get enough on my thing today. That's probably because I'm running liquids, hence why I'm getting new liquids. So, I'll probably be ordering from Dipalicious soon as well. So, that'll be nice. It's such a pretty color. Okay, I'm just gonna again set that back over there. Actually, I need to brush this one off. And then again with the step 3, just gonna. Oh wow, I got stung by a brick and then bashed and there. And I'm sorry for any of the background noise. My husband decided to be home today, so yay me. Okay, and again I'm just. Okay, and then again, I'm just going to dip that in there. And this one's a little bit different consistency. It's so thick. So, the one thing I do not like about these Sparkling Co powders is the liquid or the lids have the name on it and not on the bottom. So I wish it kind of had both. I mean, I could label the bottoms if I really wanted to. But I like that it has it on the top because I can keep my my powders upright. But I also, when I take the lid off, if I don't put it back on the right one, it could get them confused later on down the road. I mean, I hope it wouldn't, but it could. Okay, and I'm just gonna brush the rest of these off, and then I'll throw some activator on them, and then put the gel top coat on top of it. Okay. And I'm just going to throw some activator on these, and like I've already put activator on the other ones, so I won't need to do it for those. Just need to do it for these. Okay, and I'm just going to continue to put activator on these. And then I'm going to start putting the gel top coat on the rest of them. And I never close up my liquids all the way, and I always store them upright. And a cool way to store your liquids are, and this is gonna sound crazy, but if you have that, you can get this thing that you normally get it, and it comes with your cupcakes and stuff. And I actually did spill some like a while ago in my other liquids, not from it tipping over, whatever. But it had the cupcake liners in it, and these all fit so good in here, and they don't tip over like that. And one day I will show how I choose to store my liquids, so when I do that, you'll be able to see how they fit in my container, and that kind of thing. So yeah, my step 3 did glue shut a while ago. It was way before I ever even put it in here, so I'll have to contact Revel and get a new one because I literally only used it a couple times, so that's aggravating. But I typically only use their glass bottles anyway, because I got lucky and found one, and a lady sells her liquids from Etsy. You have to message her directly, but she has some stuff listed, but not all of her stuff is listed. And it might take her a while to get back to you, but she will. She actually sent me that one for free when I ordered some other stuff from her. So she's very sweet, and I would order from her 1,000 times again. And a lot of times she has like some of the retired collection, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so I am going to take the tack-free gel top coat from Revel, and I'm just using this on a swatch stick so that I don't have to wipe it off with alcohol or acetone or anything like that, because it is tack-free, and plus I like that it's pretty decently cheap, as far as it's only like $7 a bottle, or if you buy the new mirror collection, you can get it for $5 more. So it's $60 for the entire collection and $65 for the entire collection, and the applicators, which is like the eyeshadow brushes things that you rub the chrome on with, and the gel tack-free top coat. So that's awesome. I think that's a very good deal. But if you sign up through one of my links and you sign up for their Revel rewards, then you can like them on Facebook, share it on Facebook, add your birthday, and like them on Instagram, I believe. And you get 150 points right off the bat, which is $15 off of a $30 purchase. So you can get your starter kit for almost like $15, or you can get, if you've already got a starter kit, then you can get your like a gel top coat, or like something like that, or like extra colors, all for super cheap, like $15. So that's pretty cool. Or you can just sign up and get the 150 points, and then you can add up once you get your like your orders and stuff like that. I actually saved mine up and got mine for use mine for Black Friday, because they allow you to use it on Black Friday as well. So yeah, and I'm actually going to do a second coat of gel on top of this one, just because of the chunky glitter. I want it to be kind of smooth. I want it to get as smooth as I possibly can. So I'm going to try to use, I'm not going to do thin coats, but I'm not going to make it too thick either. Okay, and I'm just curing this for 120 seconds. Okay. So a very, very pretty, like a navy blue with a hint of gray to it. So that's super pretty. And it's got a little bit of shimmer, just enough to notice it. And then this one is like an aqua with like a pearl shimmer to it. It's very pretty. And then this one, I'm going to do another coat of gel over top of it too, just to make it just a little bit smoother. And like I said, I'm not going to do like a thin coat, but I'm also not going to do a super thick coat. And you want to try to like not do as many brush strokes, because that can kind of dull it out sometimes. Okay. Oh, that is so pretty. And there will be a video or a picture at the end of this video, so that you can see all these colors without the crazy lighting, because that UV light does kind of throw a different light on here sometimes. So here is what we got so far, and these are perfect like winter colors. It's almost like winter wonderland. So these are so pretty. Okay, and it's still just a tad bit lumpy, but very, very, very little. Okay, so pretty. And it probably wouldn't have been like that if I had buffed, but I don't buff my swatch sticks. So, unless I'm trying to show y'all something and I'm using a swatch stick instead of my own nail. Just gonna let that cure just a little bit longer. And I tried the Sparkle & Co. base last night to just kind of see like how strong it was and that things like that. So I only tried it on like 1 or 2 nails. And so far I'm liking it. It seems like it's going to be pretty strong. So there will be a video on that as soon as I get the rest of the liquids, because I don't want to do a video of just having part of it and not being able to give a very good like thing like that. So it'll probably be in the next couple weeks, because I have to I'll order them tonight, maybe, probably, and then I'll have to wait for them to come in, and then that kind of thing. And I'm also going to do, my hope is to do the gel method this week, so those will hopefully stay on for like 2 weeks. I know when I did it the last time, they stayed on a pretty decent like long time, but for me they were they were just too flimsy, so I need to do like a couple of layers of clear and then do the gel method, so it'll make it a little bit stronger. So that is the plan for that. And I'll kind of try to show you all of these in this light, but this lighting isn't all that great, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, and it's not going to be very, very good. Maybe I can, there you go. Yeah, that's good lighting. I'm just gonna pull that one in the middle so you can really see. Yep, and those are pretty much spot on what it looks like. So, I'm loving this one. But I'm also a fan of like the dark, like, I don't know, I just like that glitter. I know, excuse my cuticles, they're awful, but it's really cold here, or it's been really cold here in the past. I just feel like this color and this color would go so well together. You could even like pair maybe like this color in there. You could even do this one because it kind of makes that glitter pop very well. So. So pretty. Okay. Alright, well, I am going to be uploading this video, and then I will be doing the gel method, and then I would be doing Sparkle & Co. liquids. I have a list of liquids I want to try, so Sparkle & Co., Dipalicious, and Triple D are on that list, like, for sure. I might try, like, a cheap brand off of, like, Amazon. I don't know, because I've tried one brand, I want to say it was Sally's brand, and it did not work for me, but it could have been because I didn't know all the tips and tricks like I do now, and even now I'm still not all that great at it. I'm just kind of learning and that kind of thing. So, alright, thanks guys, thanks for watching.